terms of the temperament of leadership and authority. And then I'll go on towards the end of my commentary. Both political philosophers agree that a democracy is usually a revolt through revolution against plutocracy. Although Aristotle acknowledges that this rule by the poor has some advantages, namely that the people, though individually they may be worse judges than those who have special knowledge, are collectively as good. Yet democracy, for Aristotle, is on the whole inferior to aristocracy, for it is based upon a false assumption of equality. Aristotle concludes that the ballot should be limited to the intelligent, because the mass of people are so easily misled and so fickle in both their political views and their political loyalties. What Aristotle suggests is a combination of democracy and aristocracy. Constitutional government offers this happy union, and the trimmer could not be in greater accord with this Aristotelian theory. While discussing various types of constitutions, Aristotle divides governments into those who aim at the common interest and those who aim at their own private interests. For Aristotle, the political idea is that one man should so transcend all other citizens individually with respect to intellectual experience that he would be the natural ruler or monarch. Realistically, of course, the perfect man does not appear, and thus aristocracy, the rule of many good men, is considered by Aristotle to be a more practical realization of government than monarchy. However, he also recognizes that even an aristocracy is perhaps too high an ideal for the modern state, and so advocates polity, in which, quote, there naturally exists a warlike multitude able to obey and to rule in turn by a law which gives office to the well-to-do according to their desert. Well-to-do. This is just an inserted comment. It seems like all our politicians today have to be multimillionaires to hold office. Not a true democracy. Whatever type of constitution is constructed, Aristotle warns that it must be careful not to go to extremes, for if either a democracy or an oligarchy is pushed to extremes, the ensuing rise of malcontented political coalitions would be sure to result in a revolution. And this will be the last two paragraphs. Aristotle's ideal man is very much like the trimmer. He is open in his dislikes and preferences. He talks and acts frankly because of his contempt for men and things. He cannot live in complacence with others, except it be a friend. He is not prone to vehemence, for he thinks nothing is important. End of quote. Likewise, the trimmer asserts that he cannot be bullied into agreeing with the opinions of his enemies, as he, quote, is very much confirmed by his own opinion by them, end of quote. Following the Aristotelian definition of the ideal man, the trimmer declares that, quote, he thinketh himself in the right, grounding his opinion upon that truth, which equally hateth to be under the oppression of wrangling sophistry on the one hand, or the short dictates of mistaken authority on the other. Clearly, there is no denying the political influence of Aristotle on the political writings of Halifax, especially in the character of the trimmer. The Aristotelian doctrine of the mean and the belief in the natural authority of the ruling class forms the basis for Halifax's political propositions. Halifax blatantly confirms Aristotle's affirmation that laws exist to control men's baser instincts, going so far as to borrow Aristotle's term and idea of the beast in man. Both political theories are in conspicuously strong agreement concerning the inviolable bond between ruler and ruled, and both exhibit the same Machiavellian attitude towards retention of power within their generally occurring balanced construction of government, that of a constitutional monarchy. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back later for more selections from Writers Crossing Boundaries. Have a nice day.